Is July 26th, 2025. I've had a rough couple days. There was a guy in a motorcycle helmet yesterday outside Bob Evans. In 18 and 19, I had a guy on a motorcycle had a motorcycle helmet follow me around a lot. While this guy is outside, he's like, I know she don't know who I am, and that's how I can help keep an eye on her. And he said, he said, we found out she doesn't know who that Pete is. That she thought he was where they said the old guy looks like a white Santa Claus, said he was friends with Ludic, letting him get away with crimes as if he would. And the guy said, but there was a guy at Faith Family Church saying that. He was part of the Florida drug dealers. He said, she don't even know who he is. And he was in there acting like he knew everything about her. And that he could run in his mouth about her, and da-da-da-da-da, and she's never even met him. And he said, that tape of Weird with Yourself, he said, I seen that video that she uploaded of where the video cameras were just outside. I forgot how big Karen was when the case started. I did a body ratio of that video. It's not even her. Where they said they photoshopped a shower scene. The guy said it wasn't even me. Or my boss said, I bet they photoshopped your head on somebody else's body. Apparently they did. The guy said it wasn't even me. Where they have been bragging they put a shower scene in the other room of washing. And he's telling him how they're supposed to steal somebody else's medical records and put my name on it. And what's going on about it. Well, today in Bob Evans on 62, there's guys in the next booth next to us. I'm going on about it. Okay? Well, a couple comes in and sits down next to us. We go to leave. And they said, well, John verified it. I said real loud, John never verified nothing. Real loud. Okay? And then I get up to the register and I'm telling the cashier what Melissa did, how she, after their divorce, came in the house, and he didn't know she was there. He had went in the bathroom, come out, screamed, lunged out at me. He shoved her out of reaction. Laughed now, I got, had him arrested, domestic violence, lost his kids for a year, bailout fines. Okay? And a year later, he called me up and he's like, Mom, I need a reliable name to put on the court records to pick up the kids from school. Will you help me? And I said, John, I barely make enough now. If I don't get off the first job, let alone the second one, I won't be able to keep my apartment. And he said, but Mom, I need a reliable name for the court records. If you don't help me, I'll lose my kids. These are my kids. And he's begging me. And I said, John, I'm so sorry. I won't be able to keep my apartment. And he ended up losing his kids. He moved to Florida like 4 years ago. Remarried to a beautiful woman. Looks happy, comes sees the kids a couple times a year. Because of her horrible move. He's the one on Thanksgiving of 18, when I asked him what was going on, he didn't know. And that he told Melissa I was moving out, going through a divorce, and she'd just have the kids make up something. But trust me, nobody could say anything bad about you. It'd just be made up because of the divorce. And she'll probably have her church people make up something too, but don't worry about it. Nobody could say anything bad about you. Okay? Today, after Bob Evans, I went in Walmart 62. Some guy came in. He said, I was listening to her at Bob Evans. He said, I told that couple not to say a word to her again. I asked John years ago if anything bad happened to him. He said no. Nothing ever bad happened to him. He said, well, they're supposed to have drugged her and told her to say blah, 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 blah. He said, oh, I'll take care of that. He said, I already found out these people stole somebody else's medical records and put her name on it. So I don't know who's back since 18. The originals are coming back. You know, I have today at, there's a Bell Store Marathon right where we live in Magnolia. And this Jeep pulls in behind us today when we went to get gas. You might want to find out who they are. Okay? Carl goes to walk in. They get out of their vehicle. She's like, we found out what Melissa did to John. He'd never help her. And she's going around telling everybody the police gave us permission to be in that house. Well, why wouldn't they? It's a federal crime, bitch. We were just setting it up so no one would ever help her. Well, that's what the two guys that said that worked for the drug lord before I talked to that agent after I called the hotline. When I went to drop off Sarah's card at the mall, the way up to Apostolic Church of Barberton, they were already there. We set it up that no one will ever help you. So you're part of it with the drug lords, right? Said, oh, they were just running their mouth, confessing to crimes. My car is bugged. Ignorant assholes. Then tonight, of all things, my sweet, wonderful husband, sweetest man on earth, he told everybody he was in love with me, even before we started dating. He was one of my neighbors, and he would come out and ask me to give him a hug. And then when his late wife a couple years ago got real bad, I come home from work and he asked me to hold him for a minute and hug him. We became friends. And then when Dave fled the country and I didn't have alimony, I went to stay somewhere else and it didn't work out. And he gave me a free room. He was telling everybody he was madly in love with me. He eventually asked me out and I told him we were only friends. He's like, would you please just give me a chance? I told him what those people did to me. He said, I don't care. He said, I'm sorry they did that to you. He said, give me a chance and I'll never hurt you. He's good, he's kind to me. And since I moved in, his A1C went from a 9.9 to 8.0. The doctor only wants it because he's a diabetic at 7.5. And he'll be normal for a diabetic. He doesn't even use as much insulin. I've saved his life 3 times this year. He got sepsis right after I moved in. Didn't tell me I got a cut. And it got infected. Found him on the floor. Got him to the hospital. Saved his life. And then he choked 2 other times. I gave him the Heimlich. Got him new teeth. Got him... he's just got his eyes checked now. And we had got him a different lenses for his glasses last year. Got him hearing aids. His second wife, she basically robbed him blind. He had money in the bank and she gave almost all of it to her kids. Enough to buy houses. He don't have money like that anymore. And for some odd reason, they think he's worth extremely amount of money, and he's not. And where the last year, the one called up one of his stepkids and demanded demand money. He gave her $4,000, said, is that all? And then screamed at him until I cried for a week. They will not abuse him. I will not allow it. So he doesn't talk to her. The other ones have been yelling at him for not talking to her. But they're not going to call up, scream, and demand money. They don't ever ask him out just to go out to eat. Just to do this, just to do that. And his one stepson, his second wife, told him he'd give him half his farm. Well, he's a drunk and he's an alcoholic. He does drugs and he's always drunk. He drinks, 12 beers a day? He's got a lot of health issues. We were talking to his attorney about it. Said, don't write him out. He's just a stepkid. He doesn't have the right. So we set it up for his son and daughter to get it after his final expenses. And they actually called up today and were yelling. And see where these idiot people are offering people millions of dollars to say something, offering to steal everything. That guy's girlfriend called up and threatened me. Said that she had ways of taking care of me and she was going to have me taken care of and all this other stuff. Because I moved us to a mobile home. He wouldn't sleep upstairs because his late wife. And that was him in her bedroom, the other bedroom. So he slept down in the living room on a little twin bed. We moved to a mobile home. He's got a big bedroom. I got him a big TV, a nice big queen size bed. It has a bathroom in it and a full bathroom. It has a walk-in closet. Laundry room's all on one level. Living room. Got us a couch. Got him a china cupboard. He had a china cupboard. Loved it. Gave it to her daughter. She gave everything away. She was mean and she was hateful to him. And when I met him, his sugar was 300. He doesn't even need as much insulin now. He's gained 15 pounds. And like his daughter said, I know you love him. And you take really good care of him. But those people threatening to take care of me, Officer Mark and John, will you take care of it, please? They don't need to be around me and Carl again. And he had to throw his food out and his sugar was low. And they were threatening to take care of me, and they had ways of taking care of me. See, these people fill people's heads that they can steal millions of dollars from the government. They can steal his farm. They can steal all his money. They even threatened to steal my car. They're nothing but thieves. Like they said, it's a big extortion ring. And you know, these people are so stupid. Them stealing other people's medical records, put my name on it. He didn't think the police and the FBI would recheck it. And verify that it wasn't fraud you were handing them? You're that stupid. See, these people are ignorant. Where that lady said, I didn't realize it was a federal crime to be in somebody's home watching them. Well, why couldn't we? Because it's a federal crime, bitch. And the police didn't let you do it. It's a federal crime. I would own that police department. Where all these people are like, oh, we're going to get her, we're going to take care of her. Why would you want to hurt me? See, there's a point in time, Dave almost had me killed because he was cheating on me. Had me drugged and framed, trying to get away with murder. It's 7 years later. They're so afraid FBI agent John's going to give me my informant money. They're trying every scam in the world. And then they think they can steal from Carl, too. They're nothing but thieves. Rapists, human traffickers. It's the Florida and Texas group. And that bill from the Freemasons, some guy named Pete Dave hired on his own. Some lady is supposed to be involved. And like that lady said, that Melissa trying to say something, she's probably going to end up in jail for this. They better put her in jail. She said that she told Dixie she helped hire those people to drug, beat, and rape me. To stalk me. And to sell kiddie porn on my grandkids going potty. These people break that. You know, I was down in Dover at Bob Evans. They were down there. They said the girl that replaced Michelle, I think she was in Walmart 62 the other day walking by telling some girl that the police wipe out anything that they do to me. No, they don't. Ask Judge Peters in Florida and his 100 men, or the 800 the marshals got, or all the other ones. They didn't wipe theirs out. See, they're lying to people to get them to participate. Some girl went, that's the one that's too stupid for another man. They said on that website where the whole world's make fun of her, some girl's down here asking everybody to show up and say something to her. I got back and one of the neighbors, they already got the login down there. Said it's a girl that replaced Michelle. I'll tell you what, I seen her. She's a string-bean blonde. Yeah, she has nothing on Michelle. And she ain't gonna get the love from these people with you guys threatening that a drug dealer is gonna take care of Michelle. Somebody needs to get her the hell out of here. And Officer Mark and John, I need you to take care of those stepchildren of Carl's. Them threatening they're gonna take care of me, that's not okay. I've almost died to save my family. And these people harassing me day and night, that's cyber stalking. These are federal crimes. And people need to start arresting them. I know you went after the drug cartel, but these people are horrible. Like that guy said on the motorcycle, the Florida drug cartel is trying to take over this area. So is the Texas. I'm going to upload this.